Buying a new car is exciting. The thought of driving home something new and shiny. I went through the process less than 2 months ago, so all of this is still a fresh memory. We want the car buying process to be easy, and we want the best possible price, of course. Here with a lesson, sort of a car buying 101, Ed Kim with AutoPacific, and from General Motors, James Bell. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning. Good morning to you.
I think our viewers are going to be really curious about this price conversation. We'll start with the frustrations, though. Why do you think consumers find the car buying process so hair-pulling?
Well, at AutoPacific, we study consumer behavior as it relates to automobiles and help the automakers understand what it is that consumers are asking for. And what consumers are telling us is that, yes, they are in fact frustrated when it comes to shopping for a vehicle. If you think about what it takes to buy a new vehicle compared to, say, buying something online, just clicking the buy button online, or going to your Apple store where you're greeted by a friendly associate who's not trying to push anything on you. The price of the product you're buying is very straightforward. That's a very different situation from most dealerships where you may be stuck for a long time in a sales negotiation process. And that can be frustrating for a lot of people. The main point I want to make here is that whereas the rest of the retail universe has really changed the way that they interact with their customers, when it comes to car shopping, that whole process hasn't changed a whole lot in the last 50 years.
So what can we do in terms of the online part of this? Because some of the other things you mentioned, I mean, that's the real differentiating factor here. What do you recommend in terms of buying a car online?
Well, certainly the internet has been really changing the way that people do their research and shop for vehicles online. What we think is really exciting is that automakers are starting to think about how to make that process even more streamlined, like what General Motors is doing.
It's not just automakers, Ed, it's General Motors exclusively at this point. We're actually very excited to announce here today something called Shop, Click, Drive, which addresses the good work that AutoPacific has been doing and really tries to advance the process. And as Ed correctly points out, it's that negotiation thing that is so difficult and so kind of disturbing for most people because maybe they've had bad experiences in the past. And so what Shop, Click, Drive does is allows you to go online and research the inventory of the dealership that you're looking to work with, look at what the different pricing options that are available, make sure that all the incentives and pricing programs are applied so you can really start to see what the price of the vehicle is going to be. Even get an idea of what your trade-in value is going to be by putting in some information about your used car. So it really clears away a lot of the smoke, a lot of the discontent that a lot of folks feel when it comes to buying a car because that pricing process is often very, very uncomfortable. This knocks that all away.
So once you do all of that, then what? I guess do you print something off and take it to the dealership, or how do they know that you're coming in and that's your ride?
No, you're precisely right. Yeah, you go on to shopclickdrive.com. We're doing this project in partnership with dealers around the country, so it'll partner you with a local dealer. You go through all those steps, even identify if buying or leasing is a better choice for you, what your expected finance rate's going to be and interest rates and so forth, and then you print out a certificate, which you then take to the dealership and say, look, I've already been online. I see you've got that red card just like the one I want. Here's the pricing I'm going to do for it. Here's my trade-in. Really all you have to do at that point is just sit in the car and make sure it fits you well and it smells good.
Those are two important things, James. We appreciate your time, and Ed, we appreciate your time too. Thank you both.
Thanks for having us.
All right, Mike.